Yeah, g'day gearheads, welcome back to the Rusty Gears server. Punk's just out and about on the racetrack. Andy and I have been mucking about, and I've got my trusty steed here. Andy's done a hell of a lot of work just putting the paths down, and you can run pretty good on these things. Anyway, we're going to shoot over here. Andy and I have been flat out putting in the stables over here by the start finish line. So check it out. So that's our little workers hut we slapped up because the weather's not so flash at the moment. But we'll put some stables in. So I'm going to set about getting these stables ready for some horses to go in here. If we don't walk into the walls, Nettie. Come on. Turn around. Where we go? Well, we're just going mental here. Alright, settle down, horse. Go through here. We need some walls up, I reckon. So it's a little bit iffy navigating. These horses are only slightly janky, but here we are. Get in your stable, Nettie. Alright, here, have an apple. Oh, I didn't want to hop back on you. So, obedience is good. We're going to have to actually name it. I think it's control. Click. There we go. Nettie. There we go. Alright, awesome. So, I'm going to get splatting about on this thing. We're sort of going to go fairly decent sized on it. We've got some paddocks out the back here with a few horses grazing, but this is going to have to get enlarged and sorted out. Anyway, I'm going to get the building here. So we've got a little workers hut over here, and we've got a mountain of goodies in here. So I want none of that. What I want is not here. Where'd I put it? There. We want some of this. Alright, so I'm going to get sorted running some beams on this thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for a roof yet. I'm thinking blue clay tiles maybe. I don't know, we'll get there. And Andy will be back on later and we'll have a play about. So I'm going to hop to it. Alright, well we've done a little bit of work. Not a lot. I'm not sold on the roof. I think I'm going to change that up. I don't like that at all. We'll figure something else out. It just doesn't sort of fit. But the outside's looking good. Not sold on the aged wooden fences. I might try something else. But inside, we're getting there. Slowly. Yeah, it looks the part. Nettie's doing good with his head through the wall. Well, that's really as far as we got. It's taken me a while of mucking about and doing stuff. But it looks like I'm going to go on a run to find some slate for the roof or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll come up with something. Alrighty. I might have to redo this tree. It looks a bit naff there actually. So the walnut tree's coming down too. Alright. Off to find some bits and bobs to finish the roof. Well, I guess the bears are pushing it a bit far now. I've got one on the roof of my house. Like, what are you doing up there, man? I mean, really? Why is there a bear on the roof of my house? That's insane. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I might just leave him up there. Bloody Yogi Bear on the top of my house. Madness. Alrighty, well, we're back out here at the stables, and I've got rid of all the andesite blueness. I've made some of these light clay shingles. So we're going to have a jack noy at how they go. I really want them to just sort of overhang like this. So that could be the go. We're going to have enough. Like that. So I might have to raise this up. I think we will. I'm going to have to make more. So they're pretty cool. I think I'm sold on the colour. We're about to find out. So, boom, boom. Oh, I'm going to have to make more. Like that, I think. Now, I've got these ones. Alright, let's go have a look. Well, it raises the roof up a little bit. We shall see. I do like the white. How does it look from the side? Even though there's not many there. Alrighty, so I guess we're raising the ceiling a tad. Alright, well I'm going to slap a few of these down, and I'm definitely going to have to go back to base and make a stack ton more. And we'll go through the process of making them, because it's not the easiest with the old white clay. But, alright, I'm going to slap a few down and see what we think. Alright, well we're back in the workshop. We're going to make some more white clay. I've made some more, but I reckon we're going to need a lot more than that. So the trick is, you get your bones and you cook them. Just like that. Now, they've got to cook at a decent temperature, so I'm using brown coal. Well, we'll just wait for that to cook. Alright, and with the magic of editing, we've got one piece of sterile bones. So I'll let that cook away. We've got growlers at the door. Yeah, go away buddy, not interested in your shenanigans today, or what you're selling. Alright, and then you chuck your sterile bones in the quern and let it do its magic. And that'll take 3 or 4 weeks to... Come on buddy, you can get there any day now. Almost there. So if you've got a lot to do, tends to just chuck it in and wait. But we're just going to do the one bit for now. And then you get bone ash. Now, with your beautiful bone ash, you need lime, fire clay, and you get 8 bits of light clay. So that's not too bad. Alright, well I'm going to go and turn this into shingles, and hopefully that's halfway there. Let the rest of that cook, and I'll meet you back out at the stables shortly. These growlers, really annoying tonight. Alright, time to make some shingles. Well, we're back again, and well, I got the roof on, and it took several firings of those shingles, but it's looking the part. In the meantime, I went a bit ham around the place, waiting for the pit kilns to finish. So I've made us some more pots, and I've got some more plants, and some more tree saplings that I thought I'd stick around the place, because it's the bits and pieces that count. Well, I reckon anyway. Have we got... Yeah, we have got some more little pots here. I've got a couple of nice big green plants. So I've done some paddocks out the back here for the hooses. And they're all looking good and well fed and stuff, and I think they're even breeding. So I've got one here we got here. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I've got a Generation 1 stallion here. So... well, we'll see how it goes. No promises on what's going to happen with them. I don't know what I'm doing with the horses. I've got a little garden over here. I thought we'd plant some horse food. We're going to go over to food fort over there that Karazar's built and borrow some food basically. So we'll go and check that out in a minute. Actually, we'll run over there now. Oh, I don't have the really inventory space, so we'll get rid of some of these plants because they kind of make it, and I do like the plants. They look pretty. So we've got a bit of a storage area in here. We might chuck you down. Yeah, that looks real. I like that. So we've got a bit of a storage area in here. I'm not sure what we'll do with this. I think I'll make this some kind of like an office. Maybe. Yeah, it looks flash. We've got a little forgy thing going in here for, you know, shoeing your horses and stuff. I'm going to have to get some hammers, I think. And some bits and bobs to go in here. I don't really have a lot on me. We'll get rid of the old shovel. You always need a shovel for shoveling the old horse shit. Because when you have horses, there's plenty of horse shit. I'll tell you that now. So, I think we'll put you down there. What are we going to put in you? A little fern. There we go. Alright, well that's looking alright. I think what we'll do is I'm going to head over to Fort Food there and we'll grab some munchies for the horses. Just wow. Holy crap. Karazar's gone mad on this thing. If you haven't checked out his video on him putting this together, I suggest doing it. This is a monstrosity and it's bloody awesome. I don't know what he's going to do on the inside here, but you get up top here. You've got to be a bit careful jumping through the hole, but this is pretty awesome. So this is kind of cold over here, this is warm here. Hey, that's out of it. So what food have we got here that we can rip off for these horses? I was hoping for carrots. We got onions, peanuts, onions. I think we'll take some onions. And I had a chat with him. He said it's all good to tear some out, but not to replant because he's going to rotate the crops or something. This is just amazing, bro. I absolutely love this. And we get a good view of the stables from here. Not bad. Check that out. That's pretty awesome. Alright, well, I'm going to go pinch some carrots. Onions. Yeah, onions. Alrighty. Well, that was a bit of a flop. It turns out horses don't like onions. And they won't eat them. Don't know why. I love onions. So, I'm going to head back to base. And I think we're going to go for some carrots and some kind of grain. That's fairly decent weather over here. So, we're going to have to find something to plant in there so that we can feed these horses. Because onions ain't going to cut it. I'm thinking carrots and grain. I know horses love carrots, and I've tried it out here. They do eat them. So, going for a big run back, I think. This has come together nicely. I'm actually really liking it. And hopefully I can get hold of Andy shortly, and we're going to have a bit of a test lap or two together. And we're looking to put a strip down the middle, like a straight line, just to see how fast some of these horses can be, and test them out on a stone path or two. So hopefully I get hold of Andy soon and we do that. So I'll see you all in a bit when I've done a bit of a run home and got some bits and bobs. Alrighty, after running about a bit, turns out they're not too fussed on turnips either, but we've got some carrots. Yeah, there we go, getting a bit of progress out of this. And they like their carrots. I don't think they actually eat from these troughs. I'm going to have to figure this out. So I know we're into grains and carrots. And we do have apples at home. Well, look at this. We've got one to name. We'll do that later. So that's a new one. And it's pregnant. Look at that. So we're getting there on the old horse feeding and horse breeding. That's good. Carrots are pretty much it. And grains, apples, Yeah, alright. So I think I'm going to plant this out in rye. Only because it handles the cold a bit better than most. And it's a bit cold at the moment. I do have some Terra Preta left at base, and I'll probably bring that back here and do that. Alright, now I've got carrot seeds. I've got plenty of carrot seeds because no one really eats them. Alright, well that's our little garden sorted to feed our horses. I brought a bit of flax over so we can change out the rye, keep a bit of a crop rotation going. I've got some little lights here put around the place. Not on the ground. That's not where we want them. And every good garden deserves a bit of a rabbit pit behind it, just in case we want to munch while we're over here. There we go. One by the gates. And Bob's your auntie. I think we're sort of done with the building of this. So we got our little stables, our little stable hands hut, and a racetrack sort of getting there. I'm loving it. Awesome. Well guys, that's punk. I'll catch you next time. Hopefully me and Andy can have a black round the track for you and see how fast some of these horses are. Right now, I'm out. Rock on.